Veľmi pekne ďakujem, pán predsedajúci, honourable ministers, honourable members of the European Parliament. We had a very intense debate, and I think that we covered the most important topic this morning, which I'm sure pretty well reflects the tough reality of today's world. We all concluded that the world has become more dangerous, more transactional, where even the traditional relationships are severely tested. And therefore, I would like to thank to all of you. Mr. Gerbrandy was the first one to mention, Mr. Kelly was the last one to highlight it, for demonstrating confidence in Europe and highlighting our strengths, because nobody doubts that Europe is indeed the best place to live in, as it was also recalled by our colleague Mr. López Aguilar a few minutes ago. I agree with all those who state that it's important not to be kept in the past and not to dwell in nostalgia for the world which is long gone. But we should also not allow others to define who we are and what we should do. Therefore, I very much support all of you who calls upon us to be part of building the new one, where Europe continues to be leader in respect of universal values, where Europe will continue to be leader in modern clean economy, and where we use our strengths and our major assets. I think that in this last plenary session of the European Parliament this year, we should demonstrate how proud we are of our economy, of our industry, of our agri-food sectors, of our people working hard in the factories and in the fields, because the European economy showed extraordinary resilience. Despite the turbulences of this year, we are still the biggest global trader in the world, ahead of the United States and ahead of China. And you know that our biggest single market in the world is an example for many. So I would just agree with all of you who have been calling for, let's build on the strengths, let's build on our confidence. Many of you have called for strategic approach, for strategic autonomy. I think Mr. Sandro Gozzi was the last one to point it out. And we just presented to you a few weeks ago new economic security approach, which is an open-ended document which has to be regularly updated to reflect new realities and to help us to tackle our dependencies. We need to open new markets for our industry. We must offer new opportunities for our excellent and very competitive agri-food sector. And we have to deliver on new access to the critical raw materials our economic operators desperately need. And all these were the key driving principles for all trade negotiations we conducted this year. All of them are reflected in our agreement with Mercosur. And therefore I would like to thank you for your yesterday's support for unprecedented, far-reaching safeguards to address concerns of our farmers. And to all of you, Madam Garcia Perez, Mr. Lanschot, Mr. Webers and many others, I really appreciate your support and your underscoring of the importance of this agreement. So let's work together to make this final strategic step. Let's ratify this key agreement and let's confirm our credibility towards our international partners. Many of you referred to the United States of America. Here I would say, as many of you just did, let's focus on our strengths. Let's show our self-confidence. And let's do it as a united Europe, as a united position, as a united approach from all our member states. I think that's very clear, and you are the representatives directly elected by the citizens across the Europe. And you know better than anyone else that it's only us Europeans who are the masters of our destiny. And I also would like to tell you that in my many encounters, which are not easy and are very tense very often with our US counterparts, I still believe that even despite of all these tensions, that they realize that the transatlantic relations have key strategic importance for us addressing some of the global challenges which we share. From taking on overcapacities in many products, through access to critical raw materials, because we learn in the hard way how dependencies are expensive, to the key priority of today, which is securing just and lasting peace in Ukraine. Therefore, I believe that in these crucial areas, cooperation is still better than confrontation. If you allow me, Mr. President, to conclude, I would like to thank the Danish Presidency, the Minister Bjerre and the whole team for very professional presidency under very tough times. I would like to reassure Madam Grappini that thanks to the Danish Presidency, we advanced custom reform process to the unprecedented extent, and I believe that with our Cypriot colleagues, we will conclude on this crucial file very, very soon. And if you allow me the last point, Mr. President, we had a lot of passionate debates in this House, in this hemicycle. I want to tell you that I appreciate all of them. I appreciate your intervention, your support for Europe, your support for close cooperation among the institutions. I would like to thank you for your hard work, for this dynamism you bring into our relationship, and I would like to wish all of you Merry Christmas and all of us everything best in the new year. Thank you.
Ďakujem, pán komisár. And before giving the floor to Madam Minister Bjerre for the Council, please, colleagues, try to be quieter so Madam Minister can actually speak and we can hear her. So, the floor is yours.
President, honourable members, Commissioner, I very much agree with what was said by President of the Commission, von der Leyen. In the reality of today's world, this has to be Europe's independence moment. And therefore, we have to make Europe stronger and capable of deciding our own future. I also noted from today's discussion a wide agreement to this, like Mr. Sebastian Bucalo from EPP, who has a New Year's resolution for all of us to be even more European in 2026. For Europe to be a strong global actor, we need to bring down burdens. And therefore, I do not understand, nor do I agree with those of the parliamentarians who today said that simplification and deregulation is a policy for Trump. It is a policy that, highly needed, removes burdens for our European companies and makes us able to compete. I am proud that the Danish presidency the last 6 months have worked hard to make Europe stronger when it comes to our security and defence and when it comes to our competitiveness and green transition. And therefore I am proud that we have now reached 3 agreements on the omnibus and a climate target for 2040. And then lastly, maybe this is a little bit out of procedure, but in such case, my apologies, President. This is my last day in the plenary during the Danish presidency, and I want to take the opportunity of a... I want to take the opportunity of a full plenary and thank you, all of you, for such a good cooperation and for all the results we made together. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President, and indeed it was a pleasure working with the Danish presidency, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. And thank you, colleagues, for really honouring the Minister. And this concludes the debate, and we'll just do a bit of a switch and we'll move to the votes.